Hey everyone, Mark D with the Z here with the first reaction to the Batman, and yeah, thumbs up. I thought it was really, really good. I'm not going to give anything away really here, just some really minor stuff. But God, it was Patterson did a great job, and I thought that the cast was really good, and we definitely didn't get the sparkly Batman that people were were joking about. So. I thought that yeah, they did a really nice job. Recommendations: do not drink a lot before entering the movie because it's about 3 hours long, and if if you sit down in the theater, it's about a half hour of previews, so it's a 3.5 hour experience. But I thought it was well worth it, and the cast was really good. The Penguin. Colin Farrell is just totally unrecognizable. I'm assuming it's a ton of makeup, but you don't even know that it's him there. But it's just oh, hey Sherry, good to see you. So just wanted to get on tonight and just give a quick, a few quick reactions, real minor plot points, very minor spoilers, just so I can talk about a little bit. I won't give anything major the plot, but yeah, this movie is definitely not for kids. One of my favorite Batman movies is Batman Forever with Val Kilmer, which is almost I don't want to say it's a James Bond type movie, but just that kind of James Bond from the 80s and 90s, the action, fun James Bond. So this Batman is, unfortunately, for better or for worse, if you're a fan of Frank Miller, The Dark Knight, I think you'll really like this. I think that trope is been overused, unfortunately, as much as I love that Dark Knight comic book. But if you're gonna go into that universe and go that way, I think this movie really did a great job, an amazing job. But it's dark, it's depressing. Don't go there if you're having a bad day. Load up a lot of popcorn and candy because you're gonna be sitting there a long time. Everything is shot beautifully. The visuals are amazing. The music is really foreboding and scary. So it's a really dark movie. Oh, sorry about that. That's my doorbell going off. It's kind of ring like crazy. Yep, on all the devices. Can't turn it off. But yeah, so it really is dark and depressing. But it really has there's a great speech by Pattinson as Batman in the end. It's really uplifting and saying Batman shouldn't be the spirit of vengeance. He should be a symbol of hope, which I really thought was encouraging. Maybe we'll see brighter, lighter Batman the next time around. So, but it's definitely not a movie for kids. Don't take 10, 12-year-olds to see this movie. This is definitely 13 and up. It's all I would say it's almost like a rated R movie. Hey, it says I'm Batman, but it's a really adult subject matter. These are it's not a really spoiler, but hey, Gap Stargate, great to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm going to put a minor spoilers trailer on the billboard here, just so people are warned. But it's very, very minor. I mean, nothing that I really don't want to give away anything big here, but minor things like you don't have to see Batman's origin again, which is good. So that's something we didn't. How many times you want to sit through Batman? Unfortunately, going through what we all know happens to him, and there's some minor tweaks that I think kind of work in terms of the origin. But yeah, the movie opens in a really dark place. Hey, hungry boy, how's it going? Was the Riddler slashy sucky as the trailer implied? No, the Riddler should not be called the Riddler in this movie. Other than I really don't want to give anything away, but I hate his look in the movie in terms of looking like that slasher killer. If they just called him another villain, of course he's got that great giving away the Riddler, the riddles. So of course, and Batman always knows all the riddles instantly, and I feel like a schmuck. I'm like, why can't I figure these out so quickly? But Batman's smart, and what's good about this movie, he's acting as a detective most of the time. He's actually not, busting heads so much. So if you've seen the trailer, there's a scene where he confronts some thugs on subway station, and a couple of the other fight scenes I think they've given away. So there's not a lot of fighting. So Batman is really a detective in this movie, which I really, really love. So that was a return to, him as a detective. I think his character maybe is a little bit too foreboding and depressed, but logically, I guess that makes sense. We all, uh, miss that, that kind of lighthearted Batman. I grew up watching, the 66 Batman series, which is just so, so fantastic. And, that's iconic, and it is a, different take on Batman, but, you can really appreciate, the actors, Adam West is just unbelievable, but it's a different Batman character, obviously. So so the Riddler is actually a well constructed character. I can't stand the get up. Um, but I guess they went for that semi realistic, if you're going to call that look realistic. But he's not a happy go lucky Riddler. He's really a depraved individual. So if you're in this world, it fits in this world that Matt Reeves has constructed, and you won't like it. I'm not saying that everyone will like it. As I'm saying, it's very, very, dark. He's in a dark place. Alfred was very well done. That was who was playing Alfred before I get Andy Serkis, Gollum, who's famous for motion capture. He did a great job as Alfred. He's got some great moments. There's a really touching scene with Alfred that I won't spoil, but I'll just, these are minor things for saying that, there's a really well done touching scene, and it really hit home because, worse than Carrey's Riddler. Yeah. Well, don't have Jim Carrey bonk you with his, he got pretty good at spinning that cane. So, Carrey's Riddler was over the top. I could see where he was going for, but it was just, sometimes too much. It's too much. But I think I don't want to say compare Patterson to Marlon Brando, but I could feel him trying to channel maybe a little bit of Brando, if that makes sense. And you forget about the Twilight movies watching him. He did obviously work out. That was a joke, but he wasn't as maybe buff as he could have been. But what Batman has been really buff, maybe except for I don't think any of the Batman of maybe Affleck was probably the biggest and bulkiest. But the costume actually does work. It didn't look as good in the trailer, but I saw it on an IMAX theater and on the big screen. It kind of looks a little not as primitive as I thought it was going to look from some of the pictures, and you kind of just get used to it. Channel Brando ate a bug. I think he was trying to evoke maybe a little bit, that's just maybe you gotta watch the movie, just in terms of some of his performance. And of course, no one can touch, Marlon Brando. But I thought I got that kind of vibe. Maybe he was trying to interpret it, or I could be totally, you watch it, let me know. It could be totally 100% wrong. Sherry wants to know if Harvey Dent is in it. I don't know if I should spoil that or not spoil it, but it's not. He's not in it. I guess I can say that he's not in it. So that's really not a big spoiler. There is a very minor after credit scene that you can stay for. I'll tell you, it's maybe not worth staying for because the credits are a bazillion minutes. All the people that are working on the movie. But if you want to stay till the very, very end, there's we'll just say a flash on the screen at the end that gives something part of the movie, something really quick. And they did thank at the end of the movie. I'll read the list here. It was Adams, Brubaker, Dixon, Haney, Steve Lieber, Frank Miller, Robinson, Schiff, Aparo, Capullo, Steve Englehart, Kyle Higgins, Jeff Loeb, Graham Nolan, Marshall Rogers, Scott Schneider, Brian Rizzo. My brain's not working. Brian Carlton, Gary Frank, Jeff Johns, Dave Mazzucchelli, Irv Novak, Greg Rucka, Dick Sprang, Lee Barmajo, Darwin Cook, Edward Hamilton, Staz Johnson, Trevor McCarthy, Dennis O'Neill, great Denny O'Neill, love him, Tim Sale. So those are the people that they thanked in the end credits. I took a quick picture of that. Yep. So and if you're a comic book fan, you'd recognize those people. So Hungry Boy saying, as a kid, I like method actors, respect their craft, and love Brando. Thanks for the warning about the credits lens. Yeah, so those are the kind of spoilers that I mean, if you miss it, you could probably just Google it and see see what it is. If of course, if you don't want to miss, you might have to rush to the restroom after this movie. The guy next to me couldn't get off his phone, and he kept checking his text messages. I'm like, just get off the phone. Or then he finally left with about 45 minutes later. I don't know if he went to a different seat or if he left entirely. But if you got OCD, God bless you. I'm not making fun of that, but if you do, you might have trouble through this movie because everything is long and drawn out, but in a good artistic way. It doesn't bash you over the head quickly. It takes time getting to where it wants to, and it tells a lot of stories are extended, or the scenes, a lot of the scenes as I was watching it thought they could be compressed. And I don't know how, no offense, but if the guy next to me couldn't stay off of his phone, for a few minutes, you're going to be, you got to get into the movie, turn the damn phone off. You're in the dark there, just see where, Reeves' direction takes you, and just enjoy that. So, could have, yeah, some people were saying it was, could have been shortened. I think it definitely could have been shortened, but I don't think that detracted from the movie. I think, you really got the director's vision, and, the actors, and, the darkness and everything that they were going for. So let me, so here's the cast there. So talk about each. So Pattinson, I thought did a great job. I didn't like his haircut. I mean, maybe that's minor. And he looked really pale in this movie. But I guess that's what they were going for. And he did kind of look like a person who stayed out all night and never saw the sun. But he did, physically, I thought it was good. He does change his voice a little bit, but it's not horrible like Christian Bale, thank God. And of course, you kind of got to suspend disbelief that people aren't, recognizing him in that mask. So he is walking around with the cops and with other people interacting. So, which is kind of strange to watch. Of course, it happens in the comic book all the time. So B+ for better pacing. I think pacing, I liked it. It took its time getting there, but you could have probably trimmed a half hour to an hour off this movie. But I just enjoyed all the scenes, and if you're in for a quick hit, it's not gonna do the job for you. But some people might complain about the pacing, but I think if you like the movie and the pacing's not gonna bother you. If you don't like it, I think the pacing is really you're like, oh, why don't they just get this over with. But I liked how they develop all the subplots and all the stories, and it's a it's a mystery. I'll give that spoiler. It's a mystery, so it's it's not a smash 'em up or get the big bad, defeat the big bad kind of movie. Zoe Kravitz is one gorgeous lady. There's a lot of talk about her not wanting to appear beautiful in the film, but with her figure in that costume, unfortunately she didn't succeed on that front. So you can have a well-rounded character and someone that's pretty and beautiful and be a badass at the same time. And minor spoiler, when she gets in a fight with Batman, she doesn't manhandle him, quote unquote. So how the 100-pound ladies a lot of times are tossing 200-pound guys around. That's not happening in this movie. And Batman is really is kind of out, I wouldn't say out of control, but he's just really got a lot of rage in him, and he really does a great job in these scenes physically. So it's that I was glad to see. And there's all these other insinuation. Hey, Eric K's here. You're not too late. Yeah. Just want to go. Maybe I'll go for another 10 minutes. I'm going to do the clubhouse at 10 o'clock. So I just want to get on and give some, quick reactions. Yeah, can I go to the beginning and start at 1.5 speed? Yeah, watch at 1.5 speed. But Eric, I'm giving it a thumbs up. I don't know what other people are saying. I think Paulie really liked it. Other than Paulie, I haven't tried to stay away from the reviews. I always want to just see it. And I liked a couple of the movies that I liked, everyone didn't like. I did not like the Eternals, so aka Eternals. So hey, Snorter Poopas, how's it going? So yeah, so yeah, it was the pacing maybe is a little slow, but I think that that gets with a well done. Everything is so well crafted. I think it works. Yeah, so Zoe, yeah, yep, Zoe was gorgeous in the movie and well done, and sympathetic character, which Catwoman woman should be, kind of good, kind of evil. She's got some, things that are kind of iffy, shall we say? But she's her morality is she's got to get ahead. So that part was well done. Then of course you got the Riddler character, Paul Dano. I thought he did a really good job, although you don't really see his face. Colin Farrell, unrecognizable, but he's a great actor as a Penguin. He was really, really well done. Jeffrey Wright, I wasn't sure if I'd like him as Gordon, because Gordon's such a, just to fill those roles, it's really difficult. And I thought he did a really nice job as Gordon. You just after a while you believe him. Serkis, I said, as Alfred was great. Not in it a lot, if that's a spoiler, but the scenes that he's in, there's a couple scenes that are really, one scene especially was just amazing. John Tortorella, I thought Tortorella was going to be maybe too comedic for that Falcone role, but he pulled it off and did a great job. Oh, hey, D-Bud. Yep, he's eating dinner, so won't be chatting except to say hi. Well, nope, I appreciate that, and have a great dinner. Yep. Yeah, as Falcone, yeah, he got it done as Falcone. I wasn't too sure how that would work. These other minor characters. That's the main, the main cast there. So yeah, thumbs up, especially Farrell as Penguin was just really well done. So, and this is actually year 2 of Batman. So they're saying, the inspirations are, year 1 by Miller, Long Halloween. I can see that, I guess, yeah. But it's very, it's very dark. I'm not going to say it's depressing because I thought the ending, as dark as what happens in the ending, I thought it was uplifting, and I thought that final speech was, was brilliant and really helped, to uplift the movie. And I always remember Batman 89, the first movie. At the end, they've got Batman. Michael Keaton is up on the tower somewhere, and there's some really uplifting music, and then the American flag is blowing in the background. He's looking out over the city that he's going to protect. So that you don't get that kind of line per se, but in terms of visual, I should say. But you do get a nice uplifting speech by the Batman saying how he's got to appear to be you can't just get it done with vengeance. He's got to be a more uplifting character. Is the Joker in it? I'm not going to say. Go watch the movie. That's all I'll say. But they do line up the next movie a little bit after that. So Snorty is saying, I woke up for reasons, saw this, but still tired. Going to rebed myself in a bit. Well, I'm only going to go on for a few more minutes, Snorty. So if you can wait to hibernate for a few minutes, that's cool. But yeah, I don't want to really give away too much. But you can see, the cinematography was gorgeous. There is a definite chemistry between these two. Not difficult to do if you're in a film with Zoe Kravitz. And Pattinson looks big enough as Batman, and this costume is, of course, they don't have the fake muscles anymore, which is a good route to take. I do not like the Riddler's get up. I thought, I think they were going more that horrible serial killer kind of looking route, and I didn't think that was a good way to go for the character. But then again, I'm just as a warning: do not take, if you want to take, your 15-year-old, well, 15 maybe is old enough, but like 10, 12-year-old nephew or family member to see this. I'd say this is, age 15, 14. You'd be the judge, obviously, but almost could have been rated R, I think, just for the subject matter and how things were handled. The first opening scene, and it's not. I'm not gonna say it's gory or it's really not gory. It's just the subject matter and what happens in the movie. It's very, it's a very, very adult take on Batman. This is not a light take where kids could watch it and it's cartoon violence or cartoon type characters. Where it's Batman fighting, but you want to describe it in a more lighthearted way, or like we see in a lot of the comics. So Miller's kind of millerized all of our entertainment. So which is a shame, but I really liked this take. I thought it was much better. The Dark Knight Returns I really loved, but other than those other three movies I didn't really like. I don't like Batman Begins, which might surprise people. I really didn't like it. I thought it was okay. Some scenes I liked, but I just didn't really do it for me. And of course, we all know the third Batman movie in that trilogy was an utter disaster. So, I liked if you're in the mood for that dark take, and you're prepped for 3.5 hours of the movie theater, it's good. Batman, a ton of motorcycles. I'm a huge motorcycle fan, so lots of motorcycles in the movie. Although I don't know how safe it is to ride a motorcycle with a cape. God bless those stuntmen that are riding here. They must with some chain guards or something on there, because that could end really badly for you if you're riding a motorcycle with anything long like that. The Batmobile doesn't look like a traditional Batmobile, but I got to say that entrance that they did was just amazing. So I'm trying to see if I see a picture of the Batmobile to share here. Like, see, this costume really looks horrible, and without the lighting, without the camera work, it just doesn't look good. But final product, it definitely does. I thought it looked really good. Of course, you've got the bat symbol is actually a batarang, which is cool, and a knife that can cut things. So here's some. All right, here we go. Some pictures of the Batmobile. So they just have the kind of the tail inference here, and it's obviously like a homage to 70s muscle cars. So there's a big ass engine in the back. They kind of infer that there's a turbo. I don't know, but they're showing crank. If you're a gearhead, they're showing crankshafts, and it's obviously a piston engine, and then something's going on here. It's supposed to be like an afterburner or a turbocharge that you can see. It's the movies. It's fun, right? But it makes a wild entrance, and there's a jump in here that would make the General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard envious. So, the way it's framed, and I saw it in the actually I saw it in a Dolby Cinema. So the sound actually moves your seat, and just that, if you like, fast cars and loud engines, just the gorgeous noise of a internal combustion engine with really not much mufflers on there, and revving it up, and it's shaking the theater, and it's for show, but it's just these rumbling the car, and it's it's shaking, and I just love that. Teslas are nice, but you don't get that nice engine sound. So yeah, does it look like a Batmobile, the traditional Batmobile? I'm going to obviously say no. But is it something I can see Batman maybe building? Excuse me, or putting together? Yes. So it and that one scene, that one jump. I don't know if there's one scene if they had that in the trailer. I think they did have that in the trailer, which is unfortunate, because maybe I like going in, not seeing some of these fun scenes. But yeah, they really had a great scene, great chase scene, and this is more of a grim and gritty. It's supposed to be semi-realistic, as realistic as it can be. So, Batman gets trapped sometimes, and he's not superhuman in this, which I kind of like. He's not, as much as he beats the crap out of some guys, he knows he's not invincible, and there's, he's got limitations, and the kit and the he's got, of course, his grappling guns and different kits that he uses, and I don't want to say for spoilers, but there's some cool things about the outfit. Now, I know, like, some people complain that he's maybe a little bit too bulletproof. They've gone that way in terms of Iron Manning the suit up, but I have to say, in this movie, they didn't do that. He's got some looks more gadgets that are practical, but he doesn't have any lenses that pop down and give him sonar vision. He doesn't have like an Iron Man type HUD in his suit. So like other than being bulletproof, he takes some shots. Obviously, you've seen the trailer. Maybe is a little bit too bulletproof, but I think we've all come to expect that. And even the comics too, his suit. They say he's got bulletproof material. So that part was believable. As you can see, like the suit just does not look good, as good, I should say. In these pictures, these aren't meant for consumption. It's not the finished product. So I was kind of worried about it, but this kind of works with the cape and the head. And I guess that allows the actor, famously the Keaton bat suit, he had to spin. He couldn't turn his head. So, and that does give you some protection there, which, makes some kind of sense. I always said, how come Robin has to just have the eye cover, the domino mask? Where's this helmet? Poor Robin, right? Oh, there's our buddy Val Kilmer. He auditioned Val Kilmer suit. Yeah, that suit is ridiculous, right? But I love the movie, so I love that movie. But yeah, it's he pulls it off. So there's no sparkly Batman. I thought he got the job done, and I'll wait and see what everyone else said. They're going to be on the Clobbering Times. He was just driving back today, so he couldn't hop on here, but we'll probably. He tried to join from the phone. Looks like he can't. Nope, that's too bad. But we'll talk about it a little bit. I'm sure on the Clubhouse tonight. Same thing. No spoilers, but just a quick reaction. But yeah, there's some gruesome stuff in the movie. This is out here. I don't want to say what this is, but just you don't even want kids to know what this is or what the Riddler is doing. So yeah, no Kilmer suit. Yep. I didn't like that suit. Yeah. So, this is a little bit more grounded. I guess, how realistic is a movie about a man dressed as a bat, but he's not swinging around, like Spider-Man 2, which is good. So he's more grounded. There are some cool scenes. Obviously, he's got his grappling gun, but he's a little bit more limited. And he says in the beginning, he knows he can't be anywhere. He knows he can't do anything, but he hopes that, by instilling fear in the hearts of criminals, and everyone sees the bat signal, and you can see some criminals are worried about going into some dark places, which is, perfect Batman. Like that's what you want to see in a Batman character. So you don't want to see, the criminals not scared of Batman, despite what he's wearing. So yeah, that's one of the first Batman in the Batman serial. So it's come a long way. Yeah, I've got this. Always keep my standee of Mr. Keaton nearby. I don't know what he would think of this take on Batman, but his Batman was pretty dark too, but had some fun moments. Yeah. So yeah, overall, I'd say if you just to wrap it up here, if you if you're going to see it, if you want to see a lighthearted Batman, this ain't the movie for you. So. You might not like this take, but I thought going with this vision, in this look, I think it did work for the story that they wanted to tell and set out to tell. Now, whether you want to see a movie like that, Clobbering tried to connect. Let's see. Hey, Clobbering Times. Can you hear me?
Yo, bud.
Hey, are you just driving back from the movie theater?
Just got home, man.
All right, you're on live, so you're not Memorex.
Yep. You hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
Sorry, I'm just getting everything set up.
No, that's okay. Yep, I'll keep blathering. But I know there was one. We're not giving any spoilers here, but I know there was one scene that probably drove you crazy. That we'll talk offline. But I think they kind of rectified it. You think? Yeah.
You think there's scenes that drove me crazy about this movie?
Yeah, I was just saying how much I liked it, but I know I was picturing you in the movie theater throwing your popcorn at the screen when they did a few things. So
interesting.
But
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, we can't give spoilers, so I know one thing I'm sure that really we can't mention it all, but I think there's one thing that probably really pissed you off, but we'll see how close I was. But I did, I was just saying, I did like, if you did like the, this Miller-esque Batman, I thought they did it really good job. I thought surprised me that how the costume looked. Thought the costume looked good on screen, and I did like the mystery part and Batman not, wasn't a Batman just going out kicking ass all the time. But it's definitely not your '66 Batman, and it's way too adult for. One thing I would say is a shame. It's young kids can't see this movie, so
nope.
It's it's really a dark, depressing adult tale. So on terms of that level, if you're going to say make a Batman for people 18 and up, shall we say, this worked for me. I have no idea what what your overall reaction is, but I know there were some things I'm sure that would piss you. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but.
Well, how do I shock everyone? I don't want to shock people. I don't want to. Should we scare everybody?
Yeah, we could scare everyone. Yep. Mr. Greg Gregory. Yeah.
The big spoilery thing will be tomorrow night on the show, but
yep.
Well, look who's here. Mr. Greg Gregory's here. Look at the lovely Sherry. All these wonderful people.
Yeah, we got a great crowd.
So basically, because I didn't get to hear everything you were saying, so I don't know I don't know what you thought about it.
Well, I really liked that. Yeah, that one line, Mr. Grant Gregory. I thought they should have taken that
line was
the white
out
of the white. That was stupid. All they had to say was just there's people that are taking advantage of other people, no matter race, culture, creed.
After all.
Yeah, but I just that's that's the times we're in. They didn't have to say that, but it wasn't over.
Agreed.
I don't know if you saw it, Grant. I don't know if you saw the whole movie, but I know that was I think it was in the trailers reported. But that I kind of just all right. They said that, and it was kind of
was that wasn't in the trailer.
Wasn't it, or it was reported? Actually, that line was reported, I think, or people were reporting on it. So, but it wasn't overwhelmingly all. I think the third. What the heck was the name of the third Batman film? The trilogy, Dark Knight was that horrible the Bane one.
The Dark Knight Retires.
Dark Knight Retires. Yeah, that one went way over the top in terms of. I think that was when the Wall Street movement was out, or what was that? The Stop Wall Street, or what the heck was that one called? Protesting Wall Street. Occupy what? Thank you. Yeah.
Crapify Wall Street. Yeah.
Yeah. So that became. I think that movie was actually more attacking the wealthy, and of course you've got the ultimate playboy Bruce Wayne, who's actually trying to make the city a better place. So it's it's fun to see that dichotomy there, where so that's just such a crappy. It just gets me infuriated when people say that kind of stuff because. Yeah, of course, there's people that get lucky breaks and things, but like my dad worked practically 60 hours a week till he was 85 on his own business he started, and he ended up doing pretty well. And I'm not going to say it was no Bruce Wayne or Wayne Industries, but became a success. And would people begrudge him that success? So I think what our buddy Rush Limbaugh would always say: if you took all the money away from all the rich people in the world and give it 50 years, you could have a ton of rich people and a ton of poor people now, and a lot of them are going to be the same rich people again because the people that are talented are just going to rise to the top.
Right. So, yep. So I was getting the word out for the Tonight Show there. So
yeah, because we're not going to stay too long here. We'll get off for the show, but
say hello to everybody and see how so you were doing there. Sorry I couldn't make it earlier.
No, I just did last minute. I said, I got to get on and do a quick what I thought of it. And so did you like it or not like it, or not? Is that a spoiler, or you don't want to say?
I don't know. Man, I tell you what, I don't know what I think, to be honest with you. I'm the last one to ask.
All right.
I sat there for 3 hours, and there were things that I didn't think I was going to like that I did. There are a lot of things I liked in it. And then a lot of things I need to process yet. So
yeah.
The one thing that shocked me the most was what's his face when he's Bruce Wayne. I had the same reaction to him as every other actor. I see Michael Keaton, or I see Val Kilmer, or I see George Clooney, or I see Christian Bale. I don't think about Bruce Wayne. But when he's Batman, and he does a great job as Batman. And when I see him as Batman, I'm like, that's the thing that probably got me the most. Plus the fact that, say what you want about the film and definitely judge it on its flaws, and I have some. It's about Batman. This is more Batman than any Batman movie ever.
Great point. Yeah,
it's about Batman on a case. I mean, yes, there's some Bruce stuff in it, and there's some things that really aggravated me. I'm not sure, but it's about Batman on a case.
Well, there's almost no Bruce Wayne in it, right? I mean, that's
in
not
there,
a spoiler. But very minor relative to, and there's no exposition of his. What I was saying, you don't get to go through his origin again, except for that one scene I thought with Alfred that was so touching. Can't give any details of that because that's a spoiler. But he's mostly. It's like Batman is, and this is year 2 of Batman. So, as Alfred says to him, or someone says to him, like, this is your true face, or this is your, this is who you are, or, it's almost like he doesn't want to be Bruce Wayne anymore. And they're saying you got to go to a company meeting. He's like, do I have to? Hey, Pat asks, it's Batman a lot. Yep. So Pat, I'm guessing you saw the movie then. Yep. So he's in costume a lot. And the costume I thought looked a lot better than I thought it would from the stills and the preview. So, and I thought the Batmobile had a nice appearance too. So
I don't know what's wrong with my internet. I can't. This is going crappy. I'm gonna have to probably reset my computer or something because I can't pull up the YouTube. I was trying to, pull up the link to tonight's show. It's taking forever. I was trying to tag you on Twitter. I can't do that.
Have you rebooted in a while, or?
I mean, not recently, but it was fine.
Yeah, I have like
YouTube
an older. I hope it's okay. If you guys tell us if you can hear us, okay. But
oh my God.
I usually reboot. Like I have an older computer at work that craps out on me all the time, and I should say it just gets really slow, and then I reboot it like every Monday morning. I reboot it. Yep. Hey, monkey. Should have ended an hour early. What do you think of the runtime? I thought it was okay because I liked the movie, but and I had my.
It's going to be a hard sell, dude.
I rented my popcorn too quickly,
just in time. Well, it's going to be a hard sell, dude. That runtime is going to be a hard sell to anybody.
Well, the guy next to me left 45 minutes early, I think, or he went and said, or
really?
I don't know. Yeah. So, hey, Steve Mitchell, thank you for dropping a like. Yep. Oh, yeah, I think would I recommend people see it? Yes, but not if you're in a dark, depressing mood.
It's depressing. This movie, if you're looking for some fun, you ain't going to find it here.
No.
It's nothing fun or uplifting. I mean, uplifting, yes, there's heroism, but as far as fun, there's nothing fun about this movie. And I'm not saying it's supposed to be either. I'm just saying if you're looking for that, like you get in most superhero films, you're out of luck. That's not what this movie is.
I did love the uplifting speech at the end, but we can't give.
Yeah, I mean that was uplifting, yes, but
but that's about it, though. Yeah, there's an uplift. They ended up on the uplifting, curve, shall we say? Kind of like the first Batman ends, as I was mentioning, on that nice scene with the flag. Well, there we go. There's your favorite Batman pop.
What happened?
Yeah, on the screen, I'm sharing the screen with a Funko Pop. Yeah, Funko Pop.
Batman. Sorry, I'm trying to reprogram my. I hate.
No, it's okay.
YouTube's horrible with the thumbnails, man. They're really pissing me off with this stuff.
Yeah, it's not. A lot of things get messed up.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get ready for the show while I was talking to you.
No.
You here by yourself. I didn't mean to mess things up.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's good. Yep.
But
so
it's good. I'm just saying that the runtime is going to be a tough sell. The downer part's going to be a tough sell. I don't know if people are looking for a downer, a way too dark Batman film. Like I say, his characterization when he's Batman is really good. Is the action any better than any other Batman film? I mean, there's more of it for sure. It's okay. It's just, again, I don't think it's a bad movie in any way. I think it's okay. I just don't know if a lot of people are going to. You gotta warn people up front that it's 3 hours. And then when you do that, I don't know who you're going to lose, or who this is not going to be Spider-Man. Let's put it to you like this.
well, it's not going to have that nostalgia factor that Spider-Man had, and it's not for kids. Like I would never, like, I've got younger nephew. Well, now of course now
Not for
they're
kids.
middle school, high school, but like my youngest nephew, would I want to take him to see this? My oldest in high school, yeah, he's okay, but the younger guy, I mean, I shouldn't say scarring stuff in this, but they explore a lot of emotional scars in this movie, and the Riddler is scary as shit in this movie. So, and what happens
If
is
you
there's
call
some
that the Riddler,
terrifying torture. It's not the Riddler. That's what I said in the beginning. They should have called this a different character. I guess they wanted to use the motif of the riddles, but it shouldn't have been the Riddler. I mean, it should have been just another another character. Just I hated that costume. I hate that look. They could have. He's almost like a Saw villain. If you got in the.
it's like a lot of Seven. The movie Seven. You can tell that they're really going for a lot of stuff with the movie Seven.
Yeah. So that part, yeah, you're gonna lose all the. I guess it had to be PG-13, right? But I thought this is more R-rated in subject matter than some of the, some movies I could name, other than like, some movies have the F-bomb in it and a couple of swears, and they
This
throw
was
the
R,
R-rated.
right? Wasn't this R, or no?
Hey, someone in the chat, let me know. Let me check here. Let me go over
Because
here.
I can't remember if
Let's see if I had it here. Let's see what's it rating here. I'm assuming it. Do they have PG rated R? I mean, everything is PG-13 these days.
I think it must be PG-13. I guess.
I'm assuming it is, but where the heck does it say? Let's see. Let me control. Let's see. PG. Was able to achieve a PG-13 rating, but does not achieve excessive profanity or nudity. Our rating would have hurt it. Yep. So the Suicide Squad, but this is an R. This is an R movie in my mind. This is not a. You judge your. Obviously judge your kids or family or younger people, but this is. I think this is high school. High school level, or you decide what what you think is appropriate. But
Yeah.
I thought it was. This is not like, hey, let's take the 8-year-old and hey, it's Batman, saving the world.
Yeah, I'm not so sure how well it's going to do because of that. It's not family friendly, it's not kid friendly by any stretch, and it's not, it's not a lot of friendly.
Yeah. And Zoe was not family friendly either. She was gorgeous in the movie. It was a tease, and she was trying to downplay her looks, but I think it's tough to do with the way her physicality, shall we say. So, she's a gorgeous lady, obviously. And there's some, nightclub scenes in this and things that are, although they're not, rated R, it's just, there's really, do you think there's anything that's in this is kid friendly? I'm going to say zero on the kid friendly. Like there's not even one scene where I could say where maybe the last 5 minutes a kid could watch or the last 10 minutes. I mean, other than that, I don't think there's, for the rescue where Batman is acting a little bit heroically. I don't want to give anything away. But it's almost like a Seven type. He's like a Seven type villain, a Saw type villain that he's going after. But the good thing I really liked was he was a detective in this, and he wasn't. Which other movies, most movies have, the recent movies have just totally forgotten. And he doesn't have a guy that's building all his gear for him too, which is interesting. So I don't know if they're going to introduce that. But he's very well. Wouldn't you say he's pretty well grounded in terms of the gear and the gadgets?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
They didn't.
He's
give
fairly
him
well established when it comes to that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But they didn't give him an Iron Man type suit, or other than the bolt. He takes a couple of shots in there. It was a little ridiculous. That would but he does feel the effect of things too. So that part I thought was good.
Yes. So, and again, some of the, I don't know, like I said, when it started out, it was a little bit dreary and I was not sure it was going to, oh man, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble with, I'm sorry to be.
No, it's okay. It's all good. Yeah. Yeah. Did he have the black and gray year one suit, Pettis? No, it's just that all black. He's always got this all black suit. So I don't think we're unfortunately, ever going to get to see like the blue and the gray in the movies. They've gone with this whole dark you know, so if you're going for this quote unquote realistic, gritty look, I think that's the way they're gonna stick, unfortunately. But I thought the suit did look cool, and it's just wild seeing him walk through like a room with cops and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Why, Gordon? You letting this crazy lunatic in here?" So
yeah, a lot of them don't like him, but Gordon's just relentless with him. This was like a buddy cop thing with him and Gordon running around solving crimes and stuff. I thought was pretty good.
And Batman does pick up a lot of things at the crime scenes that shows how much of a detective he is, and he's showing his knowledge, which I thought was good. So he's not just got some scanners in his head scanning everything like a robot and showing different things. There's one really cool piece of tech I won't want to give away that he has that was really wild. That I don't know. Someday maybe that's coming to everyone, but that was really cool. So, but yeah, I thought the tech wasn't overdone. He wasn't overpowered tech wise, but had some more cool gadgets than James Bond. That's what I was missing about James Bond. But,
well, I screwed up. My whole Twitter screwed up. I can't even tweet the show out tonight.
Well, I would maybe reboot your computer.
My Twitter app. No, it's not that. I must have did something wrong. When I had to take my app down. How do you switch accounts on this sucker?
Yeah, the top right.
I'm so distracted.
No, that's all good. Yep. You can click. I think where your name is, you can click on the bottom. You can switch accounts. Bottom left. If you're on a computer where it shows your name, then you can click there, and it should say, you can switch between accounts there.
Add an existing account.
Yeah, or switch to another account. Yep.
It doesn't say that.
Well, I have multiple accounts, I guess. So yeah. So if you have. You could add existing, or like I have a couple different accounts. So, but
okay.
All right. Well, we better.
I'm gonna try to log into this thing, get it done. I'm sorry, man. I'm with you. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. But we're about to try. We're going to show. The other show's got to start soon.
Yeah. No, I babbled too
I haven't
long
even sent Raquel the link yet. Oh crap.
God, That's okay.
We're going to get started on the other. Sorry, brother. My bad.
No, head out. Nope. I'm gonna cut this down anyway. Man. So I just appreciate.
See you all later.
Yep. See you in 10 minutes.
Sorry, bud.
No, all good. Good. So that was great having Cloudburn Times here. So, yep, he did like the movie, and some things pissed him off, like I thought they would, and maybe got people upset. So, but I just want to thank you, lovely Sherry, Snort, Pat S, Hungry Boy, Monkey Jeebus, Eric K. Who else was here that I missed? Steve Mitchum. I hope I'm not missing anyone. Gap Stargate was here, and if I'm missing anyone, I'm sorry, but I gotta run, and we'll see. Everyone head over to the clubhouse on Clouby's channel soon, so we'll be hanging out there tonight, and I'd say I recommend this movie. I give it a go see it, but hey, if you've had a bad day, it's not things have been going well. Damn. Don't go see this movie. So, hey, thank you, Hungry Boy. Yep, that's much. Very appreciate that. Those nice comments, everyone. Yep. So, yep. Give it a shot. That's all I gotta say. It's like Cloudburn Time says. I'm not gonna tell you to go watch it, but just go see it. Decide for yourself. But I think if you got 2 buckets of popcorn. A lot of candy. Don't drink anything. You should like it. So take care, everyone, and see you over on Cloudburn Times in a few minutes. And go check this movie out. So I'm gonna play my hey. Let's just get out of here with the Blues Brothers. Why not? Where's my Blues Brothers clip here?
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes, it's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.